No, I'm lying. This title was a lie. This movie, far from funny. Were you shocked? No. But there I was, spending on a whole Sunday watching this whole movie. I say whole Sunday because, it's tough to watch a movie when your country consistently tries their best to put the power out every few hours. Shout out South Africa. But, where are my manners? Hola, hola everyone. Hope you're doing well. Today, we are going to watch a Netflix movie. A Netflix movie that's kinda meh. And the main character for this is Amy Schumer, known for her comedian work. And she's here to star in this Netflix movie called Kinda Pregnant, a rom-com where her character has this dream to become a mom, but she can't find a man who can commit to that with her. But then one incident led her to looking pregnant, and thus it became her whole personality throughout the entire movie. Blah blah blah. I won't go into further detail because I don't want to spoil anything, because again, I wasted a Sunday for this, and I need to gather people around in the campfire to help vent and talk about this questionable, unfunny movie. What was that with my voice? Questionable, unfunny. We cool with that? Cool. But before that, real quick, just two quick things. One, you're gonna hear a lot of background noises of the wind going whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, my window's open and the weather is hot, all the time. So handle it, please. And number two, I'm gonna do that section of the video where the YouTuber figuratively goes down on their knees to beg you to subscribe to the content, which to me I felt very about it. You really just can't make people subscribe to your content. It's really up to them if they'd like to. But I am on 4 subscribers, so please, I have every right to do this, so booyah! Hit the subscribe button. I make a video once a week while also having a second channel that also posts once a week too. So yeah, what are you waiting for? Subscribe and let's enjoy whatever the hell I had to frickin' watch. The movie starts out when 2 young girls, Lainy and her best friend Kate, are role-playing the action of a mother giving birth. As kids do. And we're not even half a minute into this film and we already have a kid cussing.
Can't do it! It hurts! I hate you, bitch! Hey! Sorry.
Riveting stuff. And Kate questions as to why they play this game every day when she herself doesn't want to be a mom. But Lainy argues that being a mom is the greatest thing a human can do. Untrue. Just wait until you see fellow content creators KSI and Logan Paul freaking sending out $60,000 worth of Prime to Hurricane Helms and LA fire survivors. Which, look, what they did is a really good thing, but man, get them some water, not some damn sugary drink. Lainy is not grown up to be played as Amy Schumer. Poor girl. And she's having a call with Kate as they both get excited for Lainy's date with her boyfriend as it's their anniversary together, and they speculate that this is the night that the boyfriend will propose to her. And then after that call, Kate then finds out that she's pregnant.
Why is it wet?
It's piss, Mark.
You get one nose sniff for that. Lainy within, honestly, we know she's playing as Amy Schumer and we can never look at her as anything else but Amy Schumer, so let's just continue with that. Cool? So Amy arrives to meet her boyfriend Dave, and during the process she randomly slips off the stairs. And I love the couple that she slipped next to because they just watch someone fall in front of them, and instead of just really questioning or saying anything or trying to help her at all, they just cling on to each other and just pull away from her. Like a woman just fell on your quick instinct to just pull away from her. Oh yeah, she fell down. Get away from her, babe. She won't hurt you. Like, what was that for? Dave would then mention how they've been together for 4 years and he believes that it's time to now, in his own words, level this shit up.
Dave, it's time to level this shit up.
So then the waiters bring on a heart-shaped cake for them, and Amy is overfilled with emotions in believing that the proposal is going to happen, that she believes that there's a ring inside the cake, and just like any normal person, she freaking scratches it dead. breaking the cake for whatever reason instead of having patience before her boyfriend could even say anything. It's even got Dave to think, who the hell did I just bring to my dinner? And so it's time for the eventual reveal.
Lainy, I want us to have a threesome.
A what?
Oh gosh. Oh, the embarrassment. So Dave reveals that he wants a threesome with her, to which, okay, that doesn't rub me off the wrong way. Their relationship, their business. What really irks me is that he already had a woman prepared for the threesome with him before he had gone to ask her. Because you're already trying to pursue something without your girlfriend's knowledge nor consent. Asking to do this should be confronted by both parties in the relationship way before they should try to ask anyone for participation. It's just, no. And then Dave was telling Amy that she's causing a scene, so then Amy creates this really unfunny breakdown and she leaves.
Here's a scene coming out,
Lainy!
The next day rolls around and she's there being upset over the whole event while she's working at school as a teacher. She tries to test on the kids' knowledge on what they learned on Romeo and Juliet, and then this innocent freaking kid tries to answer that Romeo and Juliet is a love story because that's a lesson that she taught them. Amy would just then go on to yell and make her own kids boo at this kid for essentially getting it wrong. Like, look, Amy, I know you're upset. You have every right to be. But what the hell did that kid ever do to you? And then she goes to the class clown to yell out the more perverted answer about the story. And then she would lead to sarcastically cheer over the answer. And then goes to vent her issues to this little girl while wearing her sleeping clothes. And just goes beyond swearing constantly in front of the kids.
It's a fucking threesome with Moira? Have you ever heard of Moira?
We're only 10 minutes into this film. And then she gets asked what a threesome is, and Amy wants to then educate them on this, and it's just she's constantly swearing at the kids, which is just borderline more uncomfortable than funny, which, if this was the direction, well then good job. This is terrible. Then she burns all the Romeo and Juliet books that all the kids had, causing everyone in the school to evacuate out. Then she goes to her friend Kate to talk about the whole Dave situation, but then Amy was able to figure out that Kate is pregnant and she is just all over the floor giving her best support to her own best friend.
No!
No?
No!
Get rid of it!
What?
Oh well, not really. But she backtracks, apologizes, and admits that she really is happy for her friend, and then they later toast to each other, celebrating Kate's new baby and potentially never thinking about Dave again. But as she says this, there's a band that comes into play for the restaurant, and you'll never guess what their names are.
And not thinking about Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave, and we're the Threesomes. This is the first song off our debut album called Threesome.
Are you laughing yet? Then at school she finds out that one of the teachers named Shirley is pregnant too, but Amy really doesn't have a liking to her. So when Shirley bumps to Amy again, Amy tries to get help from a stranger to help get away from her. But when Shirley intervenes either way, she would ask who the guy is, but there is such an awkward silence that the guy just did not reveal his name, and Amy just gave him the name of Latte.
Who's this?
Latte.
His name's Latte?
What are you looking at me for? Did you want me to laugh at that? And then she bonds with this new guy who's named Josh, and they have a pretty neutral bonding, with both of them leaving and being delighted by their own conversation. Then Amy would go to a store with Kate, to which she would find and try on a fake pregnancy belly. But as she's wearing it, someone comes in to accidentally assume that she's pregnant and tries to give support towards her about it. So then Amy would go home researching about people being pregnant, and so she finds this yoga course that specializes for pregnant women. So she decides to go there with her fake belly because I don't know. Gotta move the plot along, I guess. But while she's walking there, she's getting tons of lovely compliments from people walking past her because they think she's pregnant. And thus it's making her get into character and acknowledging the compliments and admitting to others that she is actually pregnant. And that's literally going to be the whole plot for this whole movie. Which I don't get why it's called Kinda Pregnant. Should really be called Not Really Pregnant, but yeah. I didn't make this ass of a film. So then she goes to this yoga course with these pregnant women and they're doing this breathing course and it's just...
Let's all take a slow breath into our space of motherhood. And exhale through your butthole. Up, up, up through the vagina.
Fart funny. You get it? Because it's like fart. No, what are you doing here, man? It's 2025. Come on. What are we doing here, man?
Oh, the anus butt.
This joke went on for 15 seconds, and even that is 15 seconds way too long. So then Amy goes to introduce herself to the room as she is new and...
Sorry, I'm in my space still, but do your class. Let's keep those in now.
How far are we into this? Okay. Then Amy tries to do a stretching exercise, she falls, and then all the women try to comfort her, but everything is getting too much for her, so a woman named Megan stands up to try and stop the commotion to help Amy get some space.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
The energy in there was just like a little nuts.
It smelled like a queef salad in there.
What does that even mean?
Totally.
That's so nice.
Yeah,
I wish I had something cool to give you. Huh.
You're so funny.
Ironically, this film's best joke! Megan would then invite Amy to dinner, and thus we transition to Amy going to Kate and Shirley's baby shower. And for the party, they present a baby-themed piñata for a baby shower. Like, I don't know, it seems quite off the road with the party's theme. Like, a baby shower is the celebration of someone having a baby. So why are you celebrating it by having someone literally beat the living crap out of a piñata designed as a baby? Am I the only one who sees this problem? Shirley would then hand the bat to Amy, to which she would whack it so hard that the piñata would land on her friend Fallen, to which she would get dropped on the pool. And while everyone's trying to save her, Fallen is just screaming on the top of her lungs while she's almost drowning.
It's a girl! It's red inside!
It's blood! That's your blood!
Honestly, Katie's the most enjoyable part about this film. So Amy arrives at Megan's house and the first thing Amy notices is Megan's kid running around with a knife, and without any notice, the kid just goes...
Sorry.
This movie would have really taken a dark turn if she really had a baby in there. So Megan notifies Amy that she has a brother staying over at her garage after he had just suffered a harsh breakup, and that brother turned out to be Josh Latte himself! Oh jeebers, who would have seen that coming? And it's during this conversation that they just talk to each other like two people who are pretending like they've known each other.
I was just buying coffee and then he just came up to me and started talking my ear off.
Yeah, and Lainy got some kind of pudding milkshake?
Huh, was it a pudding? I remember there being a lot more nutrition in it than that, but...
Should have gotten a double. Yeah.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I
Okay.
actually did.
And then they just keep going and going and nothing is stopping it.
This is just from a one night.
What a rebel.
Yeah, not me. I get right out there. I get those sweet Black Friday Eve deals. Nothing gets me riled up like a coupon for a Vitamix.
It's so awkward. It's such silence. Like, why did we have this in? And it's to the point where the writers have no idea on how to transition the scene. So they're like, let's do the character thing where they don't even realize they're on fire trope.
Fire.
Yeah, fire, or whatever my students say.
No, you're on fire.
Dear Lord, Amy has no proper thought process about this fake baby. Like, this baby has been dropped twice and stabbed. Seriously, no man should be trying to put a baby in her. And then Megan's husband, who's been sober from drinking because he mentions that drinking can make him really aggressive, just so happens to drink because the fire really stressed him out.
Oh, fuck this.
Riveting stuff, I know. So then Amy tries to cover the wound of her almost cooked medium rare baby.
Just a tiny burn. It's very little. Don't worry about me. I'm a teacher.
We deal with this sort of thing all the time.
Kids light themselves on fire?
I don't even think that was part of the script. I think that was just Will Ford, who was playing as Josh, really just breaking the fourth wall because not even he can understand what the hell he's in this movie for. Then Megan and Amy end up in the bathroom together and Megan just vents this really heartbreaking struggle of what it's like to be a mom, especially through the birthing process, as it is a situation you will not hear from anyone's guidance on how to go through it. And it feels so real, which is so sad to say because she pours her heart out believing that she relates to Amy in a way with their pregnancy, and even says,
God, it's so nice to talk to someone real.
ooh, she does not know. And then Amy tries her best to tell Megan the truth, but we always have to go through that trope where the character has the truth to tell to the other character, but for some reason the other character just has to strangely be this interruptive dick because they always keep cutting off from the character telling the truth.
Meg, I have to tell you something.
I get it. We want to be pregnant so badly.
It's not that.
But to see you doing it, you give me strength.
Like, why does this happen? The trope just pisses me off. So then Kid and Amy go to a toy store, and that's when Amy bumps into Megan's son, and this kid, horrifyingly...
Baby? Why no baby? Me, her baby?
This fetus is sadistic. This boy recognized Amy from last night and was already like, what happened to baby? What happened to baby? What happened to baby? Trust me, juvenile prison is waiting to get that call from him. So Amy, in a panic, tries to avoid Megan as she's in the same store as her, and she's not even wearing a pregnancy belly.
Balls.
Were you proud of that? She hides and manages to get away while Josh required to go on a date with her, to which Amy accepts. They had a neutral conversation, just asking what they were doing around the week, just so they could squeeze a plan into seeing each other, which that in itself is the most natural that they've ever spoken with each other. Thank goodness, that was amazing. You didn't do much, but that's all you needed. We go into their little ice skating day, and oh boy, they're going to do an activity that's known for people falling. I wonder if this will lead to any jokes regarding Amy's stomach getting... Fuck! They found one decent joke and they've been running this bit through the ground. Then we transition to another night where Amy and Josh are on a cruise ship together, discussing about their lives. Then when it came to the debate on what their status together was, Josh assumed that they were already dating, even though they had just gone out in the same week and has made no mention of asking her to be his girlfriend. And yes, I've heard situations of people just getting together for long periods of time without even asking each other, but with this, it's just, you just met. And while talking about the status of their relationship, Amy tries to give a really sarcastic answer, acting like, oh, she doesn't like him, they're just friends.
I mean, I'm seeing a lot of other people.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry you're in the friend zone.
Oh,
I thought you were gay.
But it's just like, oh, it's so awkward. It's like, you know when you try to be your true self in front of people that you want to gel well with, but then they just give you this awkward, frozen pause of disapproval over you? Like, that's the moment you will never forget for months at a time. It's exactly this because Josh has no clue on how to interact with Amy's humor, which is understandable because no one does. They kiss, but then Amy has to stop the moment as Josh was getting close to fitting the strap that connects to her pregnancy belly. They then go dance and they both seem to have a really good time. Yeah, you go girl, I see you stunt double, you're doing so well. But then during that process, she bumps into Dave, her ex-threesome boyfriend. Then they have this really heated exchange, and I put that term in quotation marks because Dave is just that character who is just scripted to just not care whatsoever about whatever situation he's in. Like, he doesn't realize how bad asking Amy for a threesome was. He reacts to Amy getting mad at the restaurant, but then as soon as she leaves, he's all chill.
Lainy, it doesn't have to be Moira.
He comes to see Amy and sees that she's clearly pregnant, and he raises his voice for just like 2 seconds before he just goes back to being nonchalant and just forgetting to care on Amy making up this fake story as to how she got pregnant and cheated on him.
How could you do this to me?
And don't worry because it's not yours.
When did you even...
Thanksgiving.
We were at my parents' house in Vermont.
When you were asleep, I went to Black Friday sales.
Like, he does not care one bit. He has the attention span of a child to care about the most serious situations. So Megan invites her to this, I don't know, pregnancy venting talk session. I don't know, she wasn't probably clear with it. But if you want to see how it goes... Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the... It's a lot of that. But afterwards, Megan finds out that her babysitter bailed out and she has to ask Amy if she could babysit for them. Oh, and I must mention, far back in the film when Amy was going to that pregnancy yoga place and she was getting recognized for being pregnant, a woman from the train admired Amy's beauty while appreciating her going through this pregnancy. So she would then announce to her mom that she wanted a baby. So the mom was just mouthing F you at Amy.
Mom, I want to get pregnant. I want to get pregnant tonight.
Not when you're 15.
You never let me do anything.
So now in this scene, Amy goes to a train and dude, things just happen in this movie. For no reason. So then Amy babysits Megan's kid.
Hi.
And she reads a magazine to the kid and tells him this bedtime story.
There was once a family of beautiful, beautiful princesses called the Kardashians. And they live in a palace that their dad bought them by defending a murderer.
Holy crap. That was a good bit. I did not see that coming. That is their first intended joke to make me laugh, and they did it. And we're just 62 minutes in the film. Oh boy, keep the laughs a coming. So Josh and Amy have their moment, but Amy would like to do their duty in the bedroom. Almost like the garage room, because it's their garage, but you get the point. But after having a struggle of trying to do anything in the bedroom because lol, fake baby, Amy would then accidentally push the garage door and then a family just so happens to pass by and then they just scripted a kid into wanting to watch the action. Which is just, man, I don't like this. Then Josh and Amy would have a heart-to-heart and Josh admits that he's never felt this connected with someone before. Being with someone that he could really, really trust. And all that guilt begins to wash over her as she decides to leave the house without any further explanation. And so Amy goes on to tell this to her friend Fallen, feeling guilty about this whole situation, and during this, I just don't know how, Shirley was able to detect and somehow hear them from down there in a very talkative area while Amy has been speaking fairly quiet about this.
You're gonna have to get that baby out. I need to get rid of my baby.
Amy then arrives at Kate's baby shower and notices Megan's kid is there and thus realizing that Megan and Josh are both there at the moment. And in a panic, she just stuffs a turkey up her tummy. Are you laughing yet, folks? So then Shirley and Kate are doing their little speech, but to celebrate the moment, Shirley wants Amy to speak, but then when she rejects the offer, Shirley would then continue to push her and put the spotlight on Amy because she thinks Amy is pregnant after overhearing that conversation with Fallon. You know, that really quiet-ass conversation that could not be realistically heard from that far distance in an area filled with talkative people. Yeah, she overheard that and Shirley believed that Amy was trying to get rid of her own baby, but Shirley just wants her to keep it. And oh boy, nothing says convincing someone to do something by having a whole room filled with people peer pressuring you to do it. Shirley, you are an awful person. But the pressure gets too high for Amy as she admits that she's not actually pregnant and she's just been faking it the whole time.
I'm faking it.
Fallout!
Everyone's shocked by it, but it leads to this really lovely exchange.
Josh, let me explain.
You need serious help.
Yo, Loki, Josh is cooking. Like, he's right though. But Amy and Kate have a heart-to-heart. She wasn't really mad. Hell, she didn't even know what the hell was going on. She just saw everything go down in the baby shower and was like, wait, what's happening now? She was pretending to be pregnant? Oh, wow. And then they patch things up. Same goes with Megan. Also, this movie is just really crap with their time. Like, you don't know how long things have been going through from scene to scene. Like, you will watch a scene from scene 5, but then 2 scenes later, they will speak about scene 5 and then be like, oh yeah, that moment, that was just 2 weeks ago. Like, how fast is time working there? And then she visits Megan, and this is when Megan already has the new kid. So really, How long were they separated before Amy decided to sort this out? Like, it really doesn't matter, but it kind of matters to me. Josh would then get frightened to see Amy again and then hides in the garage. So when they try to open the garage, Josh tries his best to avoid her.
Oh, no!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
You get down from there right now!
No!
The neighbors are staring!
This is the... No! Amy pours her heart out and apologizing to Josh, but he really doesn't give in and Amy leaves. And then this happens.
Oh, my arms.
Don't even think that was scripted. I genuinely believe that Josh thought that the cameras were done rolling and just decided to vent on how tired his arms were. I love this guy. And while Amy's at home, she gets a knock on the door and it turns out to be John! Nah, I'm just kidding. It's actually just Dave, who came to see Amy, and oh boy, I wonder how quick it takes for him to act disinterested in a scene he's doing. So then Dave goes on to ask if Amy's potential baby is his, and just to mess with him, she says yes, and they're having triplets. And Dave goes on to have this really pathologic reaction to someone's pregnancy.
Crap, damn it, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it.
They're yours.
Well, like twins? 3? Oh, no. How? No.
How cinematic. Also, I must mention, when Amy pulls out her pregnancy belly, not a sentence I thought I'd say this year, but here we are. But as she pulls it out, she has a different set of plasters on the belly, instead of the colorful ones that she put on Megan's house for when the belly got burnt. I was in between on deciding whether this was just an error or maybe Amy just replaced the plaster with new ones, which I'd like to believe, but this would just mean this movie has continuity, which I do not want to believe when this is the exact movie that scripted someone to say
Queef salad.
So Dave and Amy speak about the relationship and basically have some understanding as to what they both wanted differently in their relationship.
It's not you, right? I realized that I couldn't make you happy. You know, you wanted to be a wife and a mom. And I thought I wanted that too, but I realized that I wanted so much more
Success.
pussy.
Okay, really showing that they both want different things in their relationship. By the way, I don't know if you can notice, but I'm kind of done with this movie now. Like, okay, we've done this bit where the main character has a falling out with their friends / loved ones, but this is really dragging. Amy still has memories of Josh in their photos, and Josh finds memories of Amy through... pregnant woman? Sure, I guess. So Amy is busy teaching a class and the kid takes notice of a man riding a Zamboni machine and the driver turns out to be Dan! Just kidding, it's actually Josh. So then Amy goes out of the school to check it out and so does the rest of the school. Why? Was the Zamboni machine that crazy to witness on the road that everyone in the school had to stop their class to go and check it out? As you do, I guess. Josh has a heart-to-heart with Amy, admits that he's had the best smash session with her in front of these 10-year-olds. Dear Lord, are these kids just props in this movie? They are still kids that should not be hearing about this. Josh admits that even though he knows that Amy is quite literally clinically insane, but he enjoys their time together and wants to be with her. Damn, really passing all those red flags just to be with the person you want. My man! Don't actually follow that, I was just kidding. Josh wants to start over with her like Amy did as she introduced her full name to him.
My name is Lainy Newton. What's yours?
While Josh
Hi, my name is Josh.
just says his name is Josh. Is this like a Zendaya situation where he just doesn't have a last name? I mean, I won't judge, but I will have some questions. So Amy and Josh kiss and they ride off in Josh's Zamboni machine, but like, she was still busy with her class. Did she just get an early leave? Or was the Zamboni that impactful that I left the school to just cancel? You know what? I'm just gonna shut the hell up. It's an Amy Schumer Netflix movie. So Josh and Amy have their moment together, but not before they cause endless and expensive destruction on some public property, while still continuously showing shots of the same traumatized family that always ends up showing in these scenes. It's not funny. Go away! Credits will then finally roll, and that's kinda, almost, perhaps, not really, pregnant. That was... it was just a movie. It's 2025 and Amy is just... well, to be expected, not funny. But it's a harmless movie, but it's a movie that continuously drags all the time for no reason. So many jokes that they kept setting up or repeating, it was just getting so repetitive, and most, if not all of them, just didn't land well. Like their last running joke was the traumatized family. There was no setup or anything about them, they just acted traumatized then. Well, show must go on. So yeah, kind of a meh bad movie. Amy was just meh, but most of the characters like Kate, Megan, and Josh really stood out to me in the film. Megan's a real one though. I will have no personal experience as to what being a pregnant woman would feel like, but I easily gelled with her personality as she always seemed like a genuine person than her character, which is easy to understand because she's also a mom herself. So there you go. I give this movie 5 out of... You know what? It's just a 5. Here are all my socials. And I also have a second channel regarding wrestling content. If you have any interested in watching that, link in the description. Like, comment, and subscribe. And don't you forget...
Cliff Salad.